How's it going, guys? Today we're in some MX Simulator, and I'm going to show you guys how to do a Oppo whip or an anti-whip, which is pretty much a turn-up whip in real life. So this is the track that I'm on. It's Perry's Private Compound. MX 1 and 2 combined is the specific track that I'm riding on right now. And this is a jump that I think is best to do it on. It's this little step up right in front of us. You can see where it is on that little mini map. It's in the bottom of the track. But you have this little table before it, and then you have this corner right here. Then it goes into this little table right here. And then you have the jump. And it's a pretty dang good jump to Oppo whip. You can see that was an alright one. Wasn't very big. But I think it's the best jump to do it on because I can't really Oppo whip too well. But this jump I can do them pretty consistently on, so I think it's a pretty good jump for learning them. So for this type of whip, you're gonna need to switch your settings a little bit if you haven't already. I just keep my settings like this all the time because I never really use my rear brake that much. But you're gonna go to the little menu right here. You're gonna go to bike setup, and you're gonna make sure that your front brake down here and your rear brake, your front brake's on anti-lock and your rear brake is on normal, because you're not going to be able to do this whip unless you have your rear brake on normal and make it so it's able to lock out. Otherwise, it just won't work. Your back wheel won't be able to slide and you won't be able to throw yourself into this whip. So the next thing you're going to do is you also need to go to customize controls and make sure that you have a button for your rear brake. I'm using an Xbox controller, and so I have my rear brake set to the X button, which is just a comfortable button that I can press where I can still, move everything around and not have to, let off anything or do anything different while pushing the button. So once you have those things done, you're pretty much good to go in the game. So go ahead, go into the track. This is my preferred track. I'll leave a link down in the description for it. Thanks to the guy who made it. I'm guessing it's Jay Perry because it's his private compound. We might have had someone build it, but I'll find out the credits and put them down below. But yeah, anyways, so for this whip, you need to learn the basics. You need to learn what you have to do before the lip. And what you're gonna do for that is you need to lean one way. So I do these whips to the right. So I lean to the right and then hit the rear brake and then lean to the left. So you want to lean one way, hit the rear brake, lean to the other way really quickly, like that. You see how my guy has his bike go sideways right there? See, just little motion, and you just do that right off the lip. See how the bike's going sideways right there? You lean one way, hit the back brake, lean the other way. Just like that. And then you're going to want to apply it to the jump. So what you're going to do, you're going to come up to the jump, and then I'd say right about here is where you lean to the right and then quickly hit the rear brake and then lean to the left off the lip of the jump. And what it should do is it should slide your back wheel out off the jump, and you should start spinning in that little slight 180 type motion. And you can even just do it slightly before. You see how my guy just kind of 360'd there? That was a little too much. But you're going to want to do that motion. You're going to want to make sure that your guy, gets thrown into that way. Just like that. Just like how I did that, how my guy landed into the side. It's exactly what you want to have happen. Because if you do that with more speed, you're going to go over that landing, and you're going to be able to lean the other way to land the whip, and you're going to be able to land it. And so this is a pretty skilled whip. It took me quite a bit, and it's pretty frustrating a lot of the time. But once you can do it, it's pretty sick. So go ahead and do one real quick right now. So you go, do the table, and then halfway up, do that same motion that I was talking about. And you can see that was a little slight one, and you're not going to be able to do them perfect every single time. But if you can get that slight little motion in there, you're going to be golden. So, even just like that, that was just slight. And that wasn't even necessarily the jump I do it on. But yeah, so you take it, just give it a couple tries, and once you can do it, they look sick. Just like that. That was a pretty dang good one. Pretty extended. Not insanely clean, you know, my guy dabbed a little bit. But yeah, so remember guys, go, learn that little motion, apply it to the jump when you go off the lip, and you do all that stuff, you're going to get thrown into it right. And if your guy's spinning too much in 360ing, try doing the motion a little later. And you can see, like, I'm not even doing them huge or anything, but just doing them over and over like that, learning, you know, oh, this is where, you know, I can do this later, you know, I can do it here, I can do it there, you know, you just need to know where is the prime spot, the sweet spot for doing that motion to where you're going to get thrown off that lip perfect and get thrown up and be able to bring it back around in time. And, you know, it's super, super important to learn that kind of stuff. So as you can see, that one I could have done a little better. I leaned a little bit the opposite way, so I leaned the way that I was whipping. I tried to lean the way that I was whipping and then lean back the opposite way, and I just did it a little too much and ended up crashing right there. But yeah, anyway, so once you find this little sweet spot in here, it looks sick. But as you can see right there, I did it too early. So I did it a little too early. My guy 360'd instead of doing that slight 180 that I needed him to do. And that's what'll happen. You'll end up crashing. There's multiple jumps you can do this on. I like this one just because I've done it the easiest on it. But the truth is, you know, it just takes practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay. But yeah, so once you can do it, you know, it's perfect. It's a good little whip, especially like in a server, you're playing with other people online. You know, you throw that kind of whip in front of someone, they're bound to be a little bit impressed. At least know that, you know, you can play the game pretty well. But yeah, so just make sure you practice that little slight whip. And yeah, that should be pretty much it. But like I said, this just takes practice. And practice makes perfect. So you keep doing this, I can assure you that you will get better at it. But yeah, so that's how to do that little Oppo anti-whip. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this little tutorial helped you. If it didn't, let me know what your problem is in the comments. Let me know what you're struggling with or what you can do better. Or you know, if you're having trouble with a certain part of it, or if you guys doing something wrong, I'll make sure to help you guys out as much as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. Trying to get this channel actually going somewhere. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you out, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. See you later.